I absolutely love her. She took the time out to find out what was wrong instead of just pushing medication on me and just saying, oh, well, you'll be fine, just take the medicine. But after having years, almost 10 years of constant urinary tract infections and pain, I had 2 previous transvaginal slings put in for urinary incontinence after having a full hysterectomy and a salpingo-oophorectomy. So that left me with urinary incontinence. The first surgery that I had didn't take. So my former gynecologist, he did the second surgery, and that's when I started having most of the issues with the pain and the constant urinary tract infections. If I'm doing too much walking, I eventually have pain. If I lift anything heavy, I'm having pain, on top of the UTIs. I knew something wasn't right, and the doctors that I went to, even my previous primary care doctor, she just, take this antibiotic, just take that. And I'm back at the doctor's office. I got another UTI. I mean, I've had so many, I knew what the symptoms were before I even got diagnosed. I had heard good things about Dr. Baker. The first time I went to see her, she was very nice, and she listened to me as well. I felt at ease with her because, being a woman, she can understand the issues that we face. And then she's a Black woman. That made me feel a little bit better even more because she understands, that, they don't, a lot of doctors don't listen to us. And when I first had the issues with pain, she didn't just throw medication at me either. She said, well, let me refer you to, the women's center and, see a urogynecologist and, they can find out what's going on. So it started with Dr. Baker referring me to the women's center. Dr. Crisp, my first encounter with her, she was so nice. She took the time out to actually talk to me and not just push medication. And when I told her more about my symptoms, she said, let's do a cystoscopy. She was doing the exam and she just said, oh, Norkita. My heart just dropped because I was thinking, first thing I went through, I got cancer. She pointed at the screen. She was like, you have mesh eroded into your urethra and into your vagina. And that just, I panicked because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to do, but she was very calm. She explained everything, and she said, unfortunately, you're gonna have to have surgery. Something that shouldn't have happened, but unfortunately it did happen. So I'm glad that Dr. Crisp was the one who was in charge of doing the surgery because she literally saved my life. For doctors just to, here, just take some medicine and not listen to me and not take the time like Dr. Crisp did to find out what the root cause was. It just was really frustrating and it made me feel unseen. But when I saw Dr. Crisp and she, like I said, she took the time out. She was very patient with me when I described my symptoms. When she, was doing the exam, she would ask me, did this hurt? And it just felt nice to have a doctor to listen to me instead of just, here, just take some medicine and you're fine. She made sure that she was engaging with me and I wasn't just somebody she was just trying to get to the next patient. I'm not just an insurance payment to her. And I love that. For her to just be so nice and so sweet, not just to me, but to my family. When my mom was in the room with me, she gave her a hug and she told her it would be okay. On top of that, the day of the surgery, she said, and this just was the icing on the cake, do you mind if I pray with you before surgery? I'm like, oh my God, no doctor has ever asked me that before. And it wasn't just a quick prayer. She was like she prayed. And that just felt so good, just to know that I have someone who cares, not just for me mentally and physically, but also spiritually. Now I can not worry about going to the restroom and, having pain. I can walk now with no pain. I can, sit long periods of time without having to get up and shift. Out of all the doctors that I've seen in different healthcare facilities and, healthcare systems, TriHealth doctors, I have not had a bad experience with a TriHealth doctor. I have not. It was very frustrating because I'm going from doctor to doctor to doctor. It's just like I'm hopping around, I'm shopping for the best deal. And unfortunately, it didn't happen for me to get the care that I needed until I got to TriHealth. It's doctors like Dr. Crisp who take the time out, or even Dr. Baker, who take the time out, who listen to you, to tell you it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. We may not get it the first time, but we're gonna keep working on it until we figure it out. Listen to your body. If you know something is wrong, keep pushing until somebody listens. If one doctor doesn't listen, go to somebody else. Go to Dr. Crisp. She'll listen.